Welcome. Today, we've got a super focused explainer lined up for you, and we're going to dive deep into the details of these topics, specifically unpacking the master strategies for network marketing. Look, whether you're literally just starting out or you're a seasoned pro trying to, refine your approach, the framework we're exploring today acts as a true master blueprint. We're going to look at exactly what it takes to become an architect of connection. The kind of person who doesn't just build a network by total chance, but constructs it from the ground up with highly intentional, proven strategies.
To really ground our analysis, we're pulling directly from a core curriculum built specifically for network marketers. The source material basically outlines its entire mission in just one powerful sentence. It states, this module helps the participants look at what their prospects want, how to conduct perfect closes, the MLM strategies, and courting MLM. I mean, that single sentence right there, that's the fundamental DNA of a successful network marketing business. So we're going to take this exact quote and dissect it piece by piece to truly understand the actionable strategies it's demanding from us.
All right, let's jump right into the do's of network marketing, the master blueprint.
In an industry completely saturated with noise, having a crystal clear, definitive blueprint of what you absolutely must do is incredibly valuable. This curriculum completely cuts out the fluff and rests on 4 specific pillars. First, what prospects want. Second, the perfect close. Third, MLM strategies. And fourth, courting MLM. The logical progression here is actually super clear. It moves from initial human empathy straight to the transaction, then to the overarching business structure, and finally it lands on the long-term relationship. Let's break down the details of that very first step.
Starting off with Pillar 1, what your prospects want.
Notice right off the bat that this master strategy doesn't start with pitching your product, and it definitely doesn't start with throwing the compensation plan at them. The foundation forces your focus entirely onto the other person. So what is it the prospects actually want? Well, to find out, top network marketers don't just talk. They practice active, investigative listening. Are they looking for financial flexibility? Are they seeking community? Or are they just desperate for a solution to a specific problem that your product inherently solves? You have to ask the right questions to uncover these underlying motivations before you ever even think about making an offer.
And pay attention to the specific wording in our source text here. It says you must look at what your prospects want. Notice it doesn't say guess what they want based on their demographics, and it certainly doesn't say tell them what they should want. It requires active, intentional observation. This relentless focus on identifying your prospect's actual, verified needs is the absolute first crucial action of the module. Basically, you have to be a student of your prospect long before you can be a purveyor of your opportunity.
Which brings us to Pillar 2, conducting the perfect close.
Okay, so once you've truly looked at and understood what your prospect wants, the dynamic totally shifts from observation to action. But how do you actually conduct that perfect close? Because moving from just understanding a person's wants to guiding them to a definitive decision, well, that's the crucial bridge between a pleasant conversation and an actual business partnership. The key tactic here isn't about applying weird, high-pressure sales tricks. It's about confidently presenting your opportunity as the logical, direct answer to the specific desire they just shared with you. And the curriculum explicitly demands that you master the precise execution of this process. I know, the term perfect close sets an incredibly high bar, right? But the source material makes it super clear. A perfect close is simply one that aligns the prospect's deep desires perfectly with the solution you're offering. It's a seamless confirmation. Look at it this way. If you've done the hard work in step 1 to identify their real problem, the perfect close is just asking them if they're ready to implement the solution you literally hold in your hands. It makes the whole decision feel completely natural and, honestly, inevitable.
Moving right along to Pillar 3, core MLM strategies.
Now, after you've learned to connect with the individual and close the interaction, the blueprint zooms out. Because it's not enough to just be really good at one-on-one sales tactics. If you want to succeed at scale, you have to implement dedicated strategies that are entirely unique to the multi-level structure. And a core detail here, duplication. It's a real game changer. The strategy isn't just about how much you can sell. It's about building a systematic process that the absolute newest person on your team can easily repeat. You've got to elevate your thinking from being just a singular salesperson to actually designing a replicable system within your entire multi-level ecosystem.
And finally, Pillar 4, courting in MLM. Now this is where the true long-term networkers are completely separated from the short-term transactional players. I want you to really think about that phrase, courting MLM. Courting implies romance, patience, wooing, and a heavy focus on a long-term committed relationship.
After all, you wouldn't ask someone to marry you on the very first date, right? So why in the world would you expect a lifelong, fiercely loyal business partner from a single 30-minute coffee meeting? In network marketing, you are courting them into a lasting partnership. It requires mutual respect, ongoing support, and continuous relationship building long after that perfect close has actually happened.
So let's pull this whole shebang together. These 4 components absolutely must lock side by side to truly fulfill the curriculum. First, you identify the prospect needs. Then, you transition that right into the perfect close. Next, you scale that success using dedicated, duplicable MLM strategies. And finally, you sustain that entire structure through the continuous art of courting your team. Seriously, if you neglect even one of these elements, the entire structural integrity of your network marketing business is totally compromised. They're interconnected gears, and they drive all your momentum.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to look really critically at your own approach. Which of these 4 do's is currently your biggest bottleneck? Are you maybe ignoring what your prospects really want? Are you struggling to confidently execute that perfect close? Are you missing those duplicable MLM strategies? Or have you kind of forgotten the vital art of courting your team? Identify your weak point today. Because at the end of the day, in network marketing, your business is only as strong as the weakest pillar you've built. So which one will you reinforce first?